and welcome, family, to another episode of Ask Dr. Mumbi. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? Although literally, family, this could also be a Wake Up Africa, but we'll call it an Ask Dr. Mumbi for now. We really do pray, family, that you are well in all your ways and that you're moving into your own narrative, because Babylon isn't even in control of their own narrative and they're getting desperate. The cabal or the Illuminati or whoever you want to call, the puppet masters, family, are really scrambling to try and keep the global vibration down. At least the strongholds that they control, they're trying to keep them down in a bid to maintain control of the world, because they can't even see beyond 5-dimension reality. So they don't even know they've been defeated. Their overlords and all those people are gone, family. And it's just them kind of fighting it out, thinking that somehow they'll still win. And sadly, the only thing that they have in their control is the minds of the people, which is why the illusion persists and the illusion continues. But those are stories for other days. Special shout out, of course, to our Patreon family. Thank you so much. For every single person that has supported us on that platform. We do have exclusive content on there, access to some amazing books, and also some videos that we have not released on the YouTube platform. So definitely consider supporting us there. Thanks to everyone who has sent us a love donation. We will be sending you a gift in the mail very soon. And to everyone who has bought our new single, Change My Mind, or supported us by getting our new ringtones, family, we appreciate, love you so much. And if you want to support us, the links are down below. So I've gotten several questions, several people asking me to give my interpretation of the tragedy that is ongoing in Ohio right now. In case you're not aware, a train carrying toxic and combustible materials derailed recently in Ohio. There's all kinds of stories of what happened. It happened 2 weeks ago, family. I wasn't really even going to address it, but 2 weeks ago in Ohio-Pennsylvania border, and it filled the skies, and then there was this massive black living cloud. I think there's even a movie that they've done like this. Someone told me, was it White River or something? Anyway, let me know in the comments below. And these people are they're so sick, family. I mean, I'm sure you know all the details. About 50 of the train's 150 cars were involved in the accident. To reduce the risk of an explosion, on February 6, officials released at least one chemical from the 5 derailed tanker cars. Some of the substances were diverted into a designated trench, which they burned off. But this is an ecological disaster, because one of the things they say is first of all, there's all kinds of crazy things that are being reported from Ohio. Can't talk about it here because, you know how the world is now with the whole censorship thing. But yeah, there's all kinds of things that people are experiencing, heavy breathing. Literally, people are saying their skin is literally falling off, and all these things are happening to the 5,000 people who live in the town, which is, guess what it's called? Palestine. I mean, seriously, these people are too much. And they said, there's somewhere where I read in this article, so there's this environmentalist called Kim Garrett, who's an environmental toxicologist, and she or he says the key risk involved in vinyl chloride burning is the production of 2 nasty chemicals called phosgene, which both Germany and the Allies deployed during World War I. To kill trenches full of soldiers, and hydrogen chloride, which when inhaled can turn into hydrochloric acid, a key component of stomach acid within the lungs. By intentionally burning off vinyl chloride in this case, however, responders could evacuate residents long enough, but did they? But I think that's the information we needed. The same substance that they used in World War I to kill soldiers in the trenches is the same substance they've now used that's just been released into the air. And I think this, it's going into one of the major rivers, because there's the 5 rivers. Someone put them, I think it's Holmes or something. Someone had put them in the comments the other day. the river that's affected is connected to all these rivers. What's really going on? You know, family, when I went into meditation on this story, or, you know, me, I don't read any story without having like a spiritual, you know, my spiritual team whispering in my ear what's really going on, because there's the lies Babylon is telling us, then there's, you know, what's actually going on. So for me, what I got is that they're still trying to keep the vibration of the planet down, and especially the divided states. I feel that the divided states has been under attack so heavily, especially since the transition, you know, ever since Biden came in, family. There's been some kind of foreign entity running the states. I'm not going to get too into that. But what I felt is that the vibration of the states, the divided states was fighting back. The people were fighting back because so much knowledge and truth actually comes from there, as much as they're in the belly of the beast. That's the heart of the darkness. That's the heart of the warfare. And so by releasing this such a heavy pollution and desecrating the skies, the waterways, and everything, it's like they were trying to lower the vibration of the, you know, of the divided space, but also by extension of the entire world, so that certain beings can still be here. But a lot of those beings are being held in the divided states, and as the vibration continues to increase, they're not even beings, these beasts can no longer be held. And that is the thing. It's like it was a vibrational attack to lower the vibration of the planet, because they feel like we're going too high. And this is not going to work, family. In fact, they are just upsetting our ancient ones and our ancestors, and they're accelerating things. I don't know if you feel it, family, but there is such an acceleration in the narrative, especially in the Babylon narrative. So keep your eyes, especially if you're in the major cities, if you're in the Babylon nations, keep your eyes and ears open, because they will do whatever it takes. They will burn the house with them inside it. We've already been told that a lot of these guys went into their, you know, they already went into their, what are those houses that they built under the ground to try and survive what's coming? Their doomsday caves and their doomsday homes and their five-star luxury doomsday, you know, whatever. A lot of the beings that are running the world right now, family, are clones. A lot of the information circulating is CGI, or whatever you want to call it. The truth and the lies are so mixed up right now that if you're not standing in your own spiritual truth, you won't be able to see the truth, because you won't be resonating with it. This is an ongoing tragedy. And then, you know, to add insult to injury, family, we saw Biden. First of all, I think Biden's government had even denied, they'd refused to give these guys money for their emergency relief. They said the state didn't qualify. Then I think later they said, okay, we'll give you money. But guess where Biden was and is right now? Ukraine, family. And you know, there's so much happening in the divided states that they're not telling you. So you need to be protecting yourselves, becoming more self-sustainable, moving out of the cities, moving out of Babylon's way. Because Babylon has called a war on itself that it is not going to be able to control or contain. And you do not want to be collateral damage. You don't want your family to be collateral damage. You don't want your loved ones to be collateral damage. And then look at 5D reality, family. It's so beautiful. So shift your perspective, shift your mind so that your life shifts. And learn to read Babylon news with a discerning eye. They bombed themselves, literally. They literally just dropped an atomic bomb on themselves and released all kinds of plastic waste into the atmosphere. All kinds of craziness is happening, but the news cycle in the divided states is already looking like it's moving on. We are in the best of times, family, and we are also in the worst of times. I really do pray that you will be on the right side of our story, because the wrong side is going to get painful, it's going to get dark, it's going to be filled with fear, filled with terror, filled with horror, filled with all kinds of everything that they've conjured up because it's a return to sender kind of season. Anyway, thanks so much to every single person that supports us and enables us to bring the alternative news to our people. Tuko pamoja.